Hey friends, standing in front of the world famous and very controversial Heart Attack Grill. Why do they call it that? Because some of their patients, consumers, customers walk out of there and experience an actual heart attack. It's been on the news for that before, for real. 350 pounds, eat free, as you see behind me. And they even have an industrial size scale so you can weigh yourself to see if you weigh 350 pounds. I'm going to get on this thing. I weigh about 160. I got a coat on right now. Usually this thing is never correct. It says 165. I probably have about 5 pounds on worth of clothing. So yeah, for once the scale is correct. But there you go. Now, 2 points. I have enormous respect for this place because they're honest. And every other place that serves food is not honest at all. They don't really talk about the health benefits, but they don't say it's bad for you. And sometimes they'll even tout some nutritional benefit to their food, even though it's totally toxic and nutritionally deficient. But this place, totally honest about it. And it's all over the place. They even have an address you can send your hate mail to. And check this out. It says, caution, this establishment is bad for your health and cash only because you might die before the check clears. So everything about this place is totally, completely honest. And the second point that I want to make is there's a lot of people that profit by poisoning their consumer base to death. 99.9% of them are totally lying to you. Maybe the 0.1%, which this place would be, is doing it, but they're doing it in a way that's honest. So therefore, on that context, I have respect for them. Do you? I don't know. I'm not saying it to be right or to be wrong, just my opinion. And also, there are some companies, some farmers, even some big businesses, and some small businesses and in between that profit by adding a health benefit for people, a benefit for the planet, other creatures that we cohabitate on the planet with. And those are the people that I'm like, almost every day, probably every day, I've got a message of sorts where I'm sharing information with you to encourage you to go out and spend your money in ways that rewards the companies, big, middle, small, and individuals and so forth, that are doing something to make a positive impact on the planet and people and other creatures that we inhabit the planet with. So, you want to start a revolution? Everybody knows by now. We were slow to become aware of the fact that our food supply is poisoning us to death. And it's getting our kids too. I mean, even 4th graders now, 3rd graders, and even as young as 2nd graders are getting thickening in their carotid arteries from the foods that they eat. It's that bad. There's childhood diabetes, which no culture has ever seen before except ours in modern times. And the spike in demand for casket makers, the #1 spike in demand for casket makers is for short, wide caskets because our kids are getting fat and they're dying. And that's never happened before. So everybody is aware by now, thankfully, that there is a problem that our food supply is poisoning us. And even people are becoming aware that the pharmaceutical industry is causing more problems with our health than it's fixing. You know what I'm saying? So, what does that all boil down to? You gotta spend your money differently. Places like this go out of business if you don't give them your money anymore. They either go out of business or they change. These places don't have a goal. Pharmaceutical places like this and so forth, they don't have a goal. Their end goal isn't to poison you and your family to death. It's to make money. So you shift the demand that you create with how you spend your money on a daily basis. And our supply changes from a toxic, nutrient-deficient, poisonous one to one that's healthy that we can all get a benefit from, the planet and other creatures on the planet. It's all about how it's not protesting, taking to the street. This is actually easier than taking to the street. You just change how you spend your money. Get organic whenever possible. Get GMO-free, project verified non-GMO. Buy local whenever possible. And you reward the people that are making their money responsibly. And the last thing that I will say, if you love health and fitness and wellness, and you love the idea of making a profit by spreading health instead of sickness and disease and poverty, reach out to me via private message, probably Facebook, because I check that just about every day. And please share this video. This is worth getting out there, okay? Okay. And I've got my website too. It's TomBerkenmeyer.com. Just like you see the spelling on my social media presences, take out the space, of course, TomBerkenmeyer.com. tombercommunity.com. And I've got thousands of videos, hundreds of blogs. I've got a big old Get Healthy section. When you get to tomberkemeier.com, there's a Get Healthy section with a huge, comprehensive, enormous, healthy grocery list to help you out, to find some new ideas. And I've got a plant-based whole food playlist of almost 100 episodes where I'm showing you how to make different foods. Almost 100. Soon it will be over 100. So go there and let it help you out, okay? And share whatever you find helpful that you think other people might find helpful as well, including this video. Bye for now. I will make more very soon.